Louis Genovese here with my quick review of episode 1 of the 2025 edition of Hard Knocks with the Buffalo Bills. I know many of Bills Mafia was initially mixed about the team being on the show this year, given that the issues with Hard Knocks, how no team really wants to be on it. Brandon Beane, Sean McDermott would see it as really just a distraction, as well as like the superstitions that whoever's on Hard Knocks is cursed. Be that as it may, I enjoyed the episode. It was nice introduction. Didn't really go into deep things like personally, just like stereotypical of players arriving to St. John Fisher, given the fact the Bills are one of only 5 teams that still practice at a college. I've been to St. John Fisher's practice. It's a very nice spot location. Got my ball. I had a ball signed by Deion Dawkins, Zay Jones, Micah Hyde, some pretty recognizable names in Bills history. And, there were some very funny moments. I mean, obviously I didn't know that Taron Johnson brings his own toilet paper, but let's be honest. I think a lot of people would definitely would like to do something like that, regardless of wherever they're traveling. Deion Dawkins had some fun moments, obviously, with him and his kids driving around the drift car. It was definitely like you can call him the drift man. You could be like, Snowman, start your engine. But yeah, this is just a bit more of football right now. Josh Allen, they didn't go into a lot with Josh Allen. They went over his brief marriage. Obviously his briefly with his wedding to Haley Steinfeld. It was obviously a big deal. I like they kept things a bit professional. Still talked about the football. Had some nice bits with Tre'Davious White. Good to see that he's been well progressively. They say that he's had some really good moments at training camp, really trying to, fight his way back to being a starting cornerback alongside Christian Benford. And obviously it's looking that way with Maxwell Harrison being out. They also did touch on that injury. It was just a short bit. They didn't touch on the Circle the Wagons podcast, causing Bills Mafia to nearly collapse online. But obviously, I can understand that. They don't want to have like something that they would consider just like amateur reporting be featured on air. But yeah, very solid episode. It'll be interesting to see where this goes as episode 2 comes out. And the Bills also have their first preseason game this Saturday at home against the New York Giants. So yeah, very good first episode, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. This has been a Louis G Sports Take. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. What did you think of the episode? Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.